Hey guys, so welcome back to my shop. I have a new project. We were out, and about, and I found in a garage sale. I found this old screwdriver. It's really kind of a neat old screwdriver. It's got a wood inlay. I guess it's been painted green. I don't really like the green, but the wood's all falling apart anyway, so I figure it's time to do a cool restoration video. I haven't done a restoration video in a while, so I figure I'd do some inlays on this and clean up the metal and get it back to a good working screwdriver. I have this piece of mahogany. I'm not sure where I got this, this came off of a piece. Found this piece in a dumpster somewhere a long time ago, and it's got this huge bow and it's totally warped. I can't really use it for anything except for small little projects, so it's perfect for this. So I cut off a piece and let's get to cleaning this up. Alright. So as you can see, the steel has the inlay, but it's angled on the ends. So that means that I got to cut this at an angle, and I made a little template, and I found that this angle is 40 degrees and the back one is 31 degrees, and that fits pretty well. So I'm going to use this template to mark up these and cut them in here. This thing also has these, in the middle of it, has a little raised area that I thought was going to be a problem at first, but I actually think that once I cut the wood and I inlay it, I can slam it down and that'll kind of index it. So I'm hoping that works. But first, I'm going to mark this. I'm going to go cut that at the miter saw and hopefully sneak up on it. Alright. So I'm going to do the first one, which is the 40-degree bevel. That looks good. For the second one, I actually have to, instead of moving the miter saw all the way across, I have to set it to 31. Which is right about there. And since I need to cut it this way, I need to mark across where this goes. Alright, so that's my line. Got a little bit of chip out there, but I think I can avoid it with the angle, so that's okay. It's right on the line, so let's go back to the bench. Alright, so let's see if we did okay. So that side indexed really well. Let's see this. I think I need to cut this one a little more. Alright, so I cut off a little bit more. Got a little fuzz. Got a little fuzz on here that I want to clean off. Okay. Now, so since I already have the back indexed, let's try to... I feel like we can find that index in the back. There, it's indexing there. And now it's looking better. So, that looks pretty good. Alright, so next, I gotta cut out this shape. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I gotta cut out this round shape. And then last, I'll probably cut this shape. So, let's go to the bandsaw and cut this. Okay, so I cut out the shape. It's not perfectly square yet because of the, I don't know, I guess the roundness of it made it go off a little unsquare, but it is fine because I'm going to shape it anyways. So that's one side. And through the magic of editing, let me do the other side. Alright, so right now it's like the bulkiest screwdriver you've ever seen, right? But I feel like that's a good spot, you know, to start sanding and rounding and getting these shapes down. What I'm wondering is if I should glue and pin these to the screwdriver first, and then that way I can sort of follow the contours. Not sure. Also gotta drill the holes for the pins. Okay, so I put the wood scale on one side and I clamped it, and it's looking pretty good. I have to drill the holes for the pins, and originally it came with steel pins, but they're really old and beat up, so I'm going to use brass pins. I did make one sort of, it's not a mistake, it's just I went too fast. Basically I cut the roundness of this shape, right, before I should have. If I would have left it flat, right, so then I could have clamped it on and then put it on the drill press and drilled straight down. But I got excited and rounded it off, so I'm gonna have to drill it by hand. Which is usually not a big deal, except for the fact that in this case it sort of has to be straight because it's gonna have to go through both of them, right? So they're gonna have to match. So I'm just gonna try to be careful and drill as straight as possible and then match it to that one, and that should totally work. So let's bring you in close. Okay, so now that the epoxy is dry, it's time to start shaping it. So I've been sanding. I'm to the point where I've been hand sanding at this point. Just getting it all clean and level. I'm pretty much done. I'm taking it up to 220 and then we will put on a finish. Okay, so to finish this, I'm just going to use some boiled linseed oil. that pretty much wraps up this video. I think the restoration turned out really nice. It's kind of interesting because I'll probably not use this very much because I don't use slotted screws too much, but every once in a while, for a special project, this will come out. Well, I hope you enjoyed the restoration. If you liked it, please like my channel, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.